yesterday night on the G2 Sentinels.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like G2
It's just a
run very
breach.
similar version of this comp. I believe that they had breach. But I'm not sure if instead of the Sova.
Okay, we got Heretics on defense, we got Vitality on attack, and Heretics on defense with the Chamber. Let's see what Wood can get up to as Benji tanks some damage.
Let's do that. But Wood playing on the Chamber, this definitely does not require lineups.
Game's a little low, I can turn up.
No, it doesn't. They just line up your crosshair with their head, and I think he's got that one nailed down.
Yeah, the timing's like for Boo here. Good luck.
They got for a few Sheriffs here, and Durka and Kicks using them.
There you go, the Sheriffs. Yeah, and that's a free sight. Keep an eye on Woot with the Chamber. 6 bullets going behind no Senti. Give him info.
You're running straight back into this setup that just decimated the defenders.
Spike's gonna go down. Oh, if only they knew how close they are to each other.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a nice little swing. They spot the one on.
Might have a competitive pistol round still on our hands. Durka. Oh, he was looking around the back. Oh,
damn good cover.
Straight into Benji Fishy. Good little security detail. Woot. Well, they know that he's isolated. 2 players spotted up in heaven. If they can take him down, their back is secure.
Damn nice chance.
Woot has blown a hole wide open.
Yeah, keep an eye on the reflank around heaven though.
Safe. He's seen the gun. The silencer
it just feels like this was literally
the
the first map just in one round.
Yeah, I would like to hear
that was the first map right there, just in one round, where it's like, yeah, Vitality gonna win this clean. And then Heretics do a little comeback, and you're like, oh, okay. Maybe they're back in this, and then just
yes, you have the chamber, but it's not
straight up end it.
So there's going to be
this was a lovely
in
reflank.
the map. Vitality take advantage of that, and even though later in the round this looked like it was going to be a possible retake, just keep working the map and trying to get as many advantageous duels as you
2-1
can.
for the pistols. 2-1 for the pistols.
And
3 guns.
on to B, coming from the side of
2
Heretics now.
deaths are allowed.
Not much to
They invest a little bit.
fight with in this round.
I don't mind this.
Oh, nice shot.
It's a good call.
Yeah, Woot and Chamber is going to be kind of scary. That's a gun down.
3 players, all on one angle. You've got a Chamber with a headhunter. You've got a Marshal further back that's going to tag them up. Even if your headhunter doesn't hit its mark and just lands the body shot, you're still doing beaucoup de damage. And that's really all you're looking for. Like, in a round like this, creating those little advantages.
In the Chamber, the
well,
Vice is more anti-able.
Pick,
I would say the Chamber
lower.
is
And now you've
just purely because, like,
without
you can have a good idea how you want to play against the Vice, but to actually execute like a nice default and not get punished for it can be hard.
Trex.
Especially if like the wall's relatively passive.
Just to get onto site, it's not going to spot absolutely nothing. And it looks like eventually Vitality will finish up on this B side, but look at Heretics, look at the position.
Just that patience. And they might not have this. This is the thing. They start out the round with 3
yeah,
players
let's
on
see
the
that.
line, then they step it back.
Let's see the setup. Rins is the gun.
Not here anymore. Why would they be sitting, waiting, but pouncing when you step into their den? It's Team Heretics.
Oh no, not like this. Some guns down.
Invested. And they have got a world of results. Kicks is fighting on the other side of a smoke, and they have got him outnumbered.
Dude, what a round from Woot right now. He just needs to tuck in and hide. Yeah, Boo needs to do the rest.
Needs to give their life to make sure that doesn't happen.
1 bullet.
Or they could still give the round away. Trex now info on both players. First taken down, and it's all on to Boo. A classic in hand. Surely not a fight he wins. He's already been dealt the death blow, but the wall
oh my god,
away.
10
the
HP.
Shock dart barely avoids taking him down. 10 HP. And Trex has time ticking away.
No way, hit it. 4 HP. Regen armor actually matters.
Oh, but Trex ends up being the hero on a round that was so well played by Heretics, making the use of the Headhunter, taking Durka down at the beginning of the round. Even with this micro, the Vitality had ready to clear up all of that space. It just was not enough. Too close for comfort. Of course, you know, coming into this bonus, economy is not going to be the best.
We have Russians on the team. Let's go.
You do.
But this is the other thing, right? Once Durka goes down as well, you look at what they could have done to disrupt that round. It would have been Durka dashing in, not giving
no
the space and time
for sure.
I think that they were just gonna
regen shield value, yeah, kind of rare these days, but
in the lay, but
definitely was the reason.
Of all the time that they have. So
the bonus still ends up being pretty good as well. Rex 1 away from his ult.
What I like is Heretics also decided to wait, to just settle for the plan and it's just a drone on the other side of the map that is not going to disrupt us.
And you have to wonder, does that work if they don't find the opening pick like that? Does
the outlaw here? Yeah, the outlaw here would have gone
hard. A little more
hard.
aggressive, peeking there with the Marshall. They don't.
The outlaw here would have been incredible.
I can't say. I guess we'll never know.
Guess we'll never know. 56 seconds on the clock. Vitality. They got a mixed buy. It's pretty decent with those rifles. You'll see the pistols play a little further back. You'll see Safe put out guided salvo. You'll see Kicks' utility come in on the side, and it should be a field day for Durkee. He was dropped at the start of the last round, but here is his chance to show up and make a weaker round really stand
No way, the timing on that was kind of nuts.
Just managed to slip past him perfectly.
I just TP out,
Guided
dude.
salvo to delay. Buys Mini Boo a second, but he's still out in the middle of this crossfire.
I mean,
Trek
I'm not even
jump
angry,
shot
to be
on the way
honest. He
through.
kind of should have
The trades
TP'd out,
would
but
be
at the
there
same
from the
time, how the
smoke.
hell does that even
2v2.
hit?
That
Trex
comes
is
to
just
it.
walking on
Trex
water.
again.
What is
I
this?
can put a couple of rounds on the last map down to that man in particular. He clutched up when they needed it the most. He made that 13-10 possible. And here,
he didn't have TP, it was him.
From him with a triple already under his belt.
He did have TP, at least at the beginning. But when I looked, he had TP. So maybe it just went.
Go for the first one. It's definitely going to risk it all.
Okay, very, very nice. There goes the bonus. They got Trex's ult as well, and we get another solid start for Vitality into the map.
Sitting on site, you think, oh, they're going to use Star, then they're going to 100 Fury, they'll Shock Dart, they'll do all these things.
Funny enough, this too.
It went, dude. It was so. It was up for. It's still up after that first kill.
Like there's a lot of patterns that I feel like
I think he kind of had to take it after the first kill, in my opinion. I mean, he got bullshitted really though. Like jumping shot is just outrageous.
From was it Trex? The jumping one?
Oh, I didn't even notice. I was looking down.
Man, I missed it. My Phantom doesn't work like that.
No.
No.
Good lord, no. I mean, he was close, I suppose, but the RNG gods were with him that day. 3-0 start for Vitality, and Pace.
No way. There's so much util on his head. How's he done that?
He picks up the first. He won't get the second. The trade could have been there, but the
damage
smoke
is done.
Perfectly timed. Even still, like you said, damage done. Look how easy it can be.
Vital
like
Fun,
Reggie.
Thank you so much for the prime, dude. I appreciate
like
that. Thank you, thank you.
Drop some of these remaining players.
Yeah, and look at Kicks and
They're a little bit locked in.
As well,
This duel for Les is important, and Les is really low HP.
Coming in onto Les, he's going to spot one of them.
Yeah, Kicks comes in to help him.
Boo down. Numbers are starting
Very
to
nice.
thin, and Boo finds himself alone against the red tide of the Vitality attack side. It doesn't look good, but he's doing damage. He's making it costly. Not giving up on himself just yet. Star down, could give him a smoke, but Safe's timing to peek.
Yeah, no time on this.
Now the time is just
Free Rider Tomo with the prime. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you, thank you.
Saying if you want to go down to the
Thanks
spike,
for the 13
you might
months,
guess,
mate.
but I ain't going with you.
4-0 now in the score. Yes, this is looking a lot like Haven, but I'm, just not jumping from the ship just yet. We know how Heretics started.
That was a crazy first kill.
The round for Heretics
First map was good to watch. First map was
but
awesome
it is
to watch.
going to be very familiar with the first map. Timeout after this first 4 rounds. A little bit on talking on what we're using, how we're doing it, how we're utilizing the chamber, how they're facing onto mid. What are we going to do with those passive entries? Give me the coaches. Give me the coaches. Give me.
Well, it was certainly a rocky start to that first map. We're seeing maybe similar signs, like you said, here. And the thing is, for Team Heretics, you got
first time they get the op out, they also have the ult, but
the last map as well.
Looks like they want to buy the op.
It seemed like they were out of the Tempest. They'd escaped the cloudy skies, but they were in the eye of the storm. And my goodness, they went a little further right back into that rocky water. Now, I think we come into this 4-0 start. It's not terrible, but it's how we're getting here. Players who you highlighted, and I love that on the desk, players like Kicks, like Trex, they're not as big of a name as what we look at. And even a lot of the
still not over the jump kill from Trex.
How many people
yeah, it's crazy timing as well.
It's about what you do behind the scenes. You think of players like Solkas surviving on Team Liquid for so long, back in the good old days. Sometimes it's not always about the numbers on the scoreboard, but this time, this map, Trex has got the numbers on the scoreboard as well.
Okay, gonna try set up Woo with the op this time. Recon's gonna go out, and it looks like we're doing salvos early.
Is Rian's one, right? That they can work with.
That is a risky play.
Yeah, I mean, you just got a TP, but are we out of range?
Continued forward.
Oh, we're out of range.
This fight with no intention of falling back.
That's
I think a little bit out of range of his TP by an eye test, and couldn't quite step back into it.
Looked pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie.
Spamming him up. That's a
Be destroyed now. The TP was here, he's just out of range.
And they're doing the same, right? They get the pick, they freeze. Just freeze. They're going to wait, use the drone to see if there's any aggression coming in from the side of Heretics after getting that player down. And the decision is going to be firm. Let's walk onto A. I mean, they're not going to find any setup going in. They can react to everything. They can just move quickly, get the spike down, work from there.
There they are. Oh, I like it. The reveal. You can shoot through the smoke when you reveal someone? That's crazy. Rienz has picked up kicks. 4v4 as a result, and now Heretics.
Does Rienz want to use ult? He's in this pulse too.
Yes, it's going to be put through.
Dude, not this again.
In response, he's on the jump shot, evading the Hunter's Fury fired back at him. That is beautiful.
Why does this keep happening in this?
Vitality now eventually get the plant in. I guess the Hunter's Fury not finding the impact.
And I'm surprised that it's safe that she goes for the Armageddon, probably to use this to buy them a little bit more time to force on some duels, but Les was also
shot behind it was kind of nice. 3 on site.
And now primed and ready for the retake. Dirk is on
Big
site.
kill.
Dirk is not on site anymore. Miniboo has wiped him from our memories, but Trex again delivers when he's needed. It's a 2v2.
Dude, they had no idea there were 3 on site. They were so sure they were playing way heavier off site here.
This one surely done, and it looks like Miniboo's making the same read. Time to get out of there and give another round to Team Vitality. Deja vu of map number 1.
Even with all the chaos going down, I love how Les just stuck in the back being like, the spike is down, I know what I have to do.
The 3 backside when they go heavy on heaven, yeah.
It's not my duels to be taken. I don't need to hit those kind of bullets. Still another round for Vitality. Beautiful reveal.
Really was. Got to commend his idea to shoot. 5-0 start. It's a difficult one to climb back from, but we've seen Heretics do it. We've seen him do it before. And we've seen him do it today.
And hear me out. It was extremely close.
Okay, we can now
they were making them use so many ultimates for the side of Vitality to feel comfortable, but it ended up being a very good investment. They're so dead. How's that ultimate called, Mitch?
Damn, that's sick though. Gets suppressed so he can't TP away.
Not getting to tour much of that force right now.
Oh, he's touring now.
Honestly, the insta drone to clear stuff is like really strong against this comp.
We'll see what sites he sees. When he gets to the B site, if he did, he might not find a lot of attackers there. Vitality, again, they're content with pumping the brakes.
1 kill, we freeze.
With moving. Exactly.
Every single
The gun, yeah. Hard to pick up now. There's a couple of like micro things that Heretics, I think, should change. Like if we're just solely focusing on the chamber here, you should always ult when your team has guns, because then you're more likely to pick up a gun, and then on the eco you should buy the gun, right? Because then they can pick it up as well. It's just like little things like that where
what they don't know
the chamber can have more impact.
Heretics is again stuck on B, and that 2 to 4s could be game changing.
The stealth drone saw Durka walk back, then Salvo goes out on A. Heretics don't have that info, but yeah, you think this is going to be an A hit. That's what
Benji's flying. Benji's flying out here. Not again. This time he landed.
The opening fights, stepping through the smokes, they've met
they're getting annihilated.
And just like that, whoever said safety in numbers, well, they should have watched that round. 6-0 for Vitality.
It's very meticulous play, right? All the stuns are ready. Kicks uses his ultimate to go onto the side. Yeah, Durka goes down, but still 4 players make it out alive. I would not be surprised if in a couple of rounds, especially if Heretics loses next round, I think that we're going to get deja vu again from Haven, and Neil is just going to request another timeout. Maybe, you know, again, Heretics decided to play this Abyss. This is the situation they wanted to see themselves in.
Well, this is the map they wanted to see themselves in. Maybe the 6-0 down.
Yeah, I'm not sure they wanted to go for a 6-0.
If it is, he really is a different kind of coach. Team Heretics, A site, 3 players here early on. They see contact, and then guess what happens? Nothing. It's Vitality on the attack. They love to freeze, and they'll sit here and they'll wait for someone to make a play. Luckily, Heretics have got no shortage of information. Having already fired out the stealth drone in mid, they see
they both love it. Having 2 drones on each team, it is a lot, especially when the timings are being so stale and everybody's using most of the time in the clock. Having those abilities that you can intercalate. Come on, Wood.
Hasn't stepped outside of his TP this time. Hasn't hit the shot, but at least he's not stuck in the corner getting
Astro for this one.
utility spams.
Do they instant tail?
Everything in between. Blade Storm active
What
round
we
the
say?
back is
Whoa!
Darka. And down the bottom, we can't quite fill in our
Jesus,
sign
what
in
a
the
shot.
studio yet. That's not a falling death, but it's close. It's a prelude, a taster of what could come later. Vitality, they're moving to the B site, but it's not like Heretics have rotated.
Yeah. Les has
Okay, low time on this one.
Almost 20
But
seconds left.
still super
They have to be
doable.
very quickly. Very quick.
Especially with this
Who could have
duel.
this round even with just
Yeah.
the full?
That's huge. With Minibu going down.
Oh my god, he's just won him the round. Dude, it's so devastating to play against this team. The players are too good, man.
It was Les trying to find timing, but he was being watched. That's not a fight he should have won. The second wasn't a fight he should have won, and as a result, we could be seeing 7-0.
3v4, the Armageddon is ready for Benji Fisher, but they need to spot any of his players.
Oh, brutal utility
this,
thrown
yeah.
out. It kicks
Stun
off his own
damage
stun
into
to
triple
grab a
swing.
kill. Guided Salvo should have gotten some sort of an assist there as well for displacement. Vitality find themselves winning the duels, but losing the site. Rienz has thrown a wrench in the works. He's made it around with a reveal up top and a tap on the spike already. Going for half, it's a race between him and Kix, but Kix gets there first.
Super impressive. Really nice round from Les there.
7-0 start for Vitality. In
2
fact,
1v1s.
it's a little worse for Heretics than it was in the, 0.5. Okay, I like it. Good update. But it's a little worse for Heretics. They don't even have that one round on the board yet.
Yeah, things are not working. Yes, we see Rienz taking advantage of his
That's so unlucky for
others,
Darka.
you know, finding the first kill, but it doesn't seem to make a difference for Vitality. Right now, they're playing pretty flawlessly. Getting this time in on the side of Les, just deciding to walk mid, having that flank to support your team. If you're going to run the clock down, having this kind of plans is what's going to make you a victorious team. A lot of ultimates, but only sheriffs in the
just
hands
straight
of
up
Heretics
sight
for
hit.
this
Someone
8th
double
round.
push on middle.
You don't expect to see those ults put into play, right?
Yeah,
Maybe if they get
Boo's
a
gun
kill
got seen pretty
or
early.
a situation that's clearly advantageous, but it's unlikely.
Salvo, so you can't disrespect the smoke. Recon to make sure that no one's on site. And this is just another round. You can't retake this. And the good news is, save the Astro as well.
Understandably a little spooked. In a round like this, though, you can take risks. Okay.
You can take risks, and if you're safe, you can charge your ultimate, apparently.
Why ever not? Decoy's being acknowledged as such. Benji goes down, but it's housekeeping for the side of Vitality.
Oi, what a shot.
Okay. It could become a little bit more than that. That's now a 2v3. They still need to get on the spike, but Woot is hunting down some heads. Unfortunately, they were pointed right at him. Rifles lined up. And
okay, very nice. Dude, Heretics.
For Vitality.
Starting to get to 30-0 territory.
At an international,
They get a buy here. You'd imagine the second timeout comes in.
On Heretics map pick, no less.
And again, right after this replay, we're going to jump into the timeout. But yes, even though Wood is able to click a couple of heads, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the outcome of the round. Vitality just playing the map perfectly. And as I was saying, they jump into their second timeout, just like it happened on Haven. Oh, they're not having fun in that.
Yeah, there's no fun being had.
What I really like about this Vitality is the fact that nobody in that team needs micromanaging in the slightest. You see Les, for example, using just retrieving the smoke time and time again. There is the chances of, if he's with any of his teammates, they know that he's going to do that, and there's a stun ready, a flash ready, something is going to follow up. And I can tell you, that conversation isn't even happening. And having that level of chemistry with someone that you haven't been with for such a long time, it's what's most surprising to me. Because many times we see grandiose teams putting players that have big names together and they just don't merge.
Closest round was the second round.
Chemistry is just not there. This doesn't seem to be the case for Vitality.
Yeah, you're not wrong. The eco.
You can see this is just a team that is on the same page.
Honestly, the round where Les is looking over towards middle is probably the second closest as well.
But reality is, this orchestra is playing all by itself. They don't need leadership, and then they have it as well. When they need it, they can dig deep, have safe, making those calls. Maybe not about energy. We'll leave that to someone else. But for the rest of it,
did you not? In the comms video, Faded, when the other team requested a timeout, he just said, guys, honestly, keep doing what you're doing. They still haven't figured you out.
Love it. Love it. And that is another thing, right? Like, a lot of the props for Safe in my head is just that he is far from a normal player in the way he thinks
heavy
about the
hold
game,
over towards A.
He will call,
like
I'm
heavy
sure.
hold.
I think there's a benefit to being that little bit more unhinged.
Dude, we gotta.
Nice opening shot.
Am I missing something there?
And now looking for the side
We
control.
got a TP once we get recon.
Into the corner. He's found one, but he caught switching weapons. Now the push from the defenders, it falls back, it stalls out. And an isolated Boo on the other side.
The bait kind of worked well. They got trades of it,
trouble in the late round. We know Vitality. They love to freeze. They love to rotate.
And apparently Les also loves to walk up mid. Drone is going to be used and is going to spot. See both of them. Oh, it's broken.
Yeah, and Les won it last time. Look at the timing.
Push it, what a mistake! He's a little slow. He doesn't run around the corner in time.
He's still got a dink in there. But while this happened, they take space over towards A. It's a 3v2. This is the best chance they have. Dude, these Sovas keep on having Sova ults, Jules. Every single Sova ult has just been the Sova ults going for each other.
Not quite aimed at the right altitude, but they know he's here. He's not going to catch them by surprise, and even evading that, it's not going to sell what he hopes that it will. Spike plant not put
buying a little bit of time here for Boo.
Now of the flank as well. There's just so many dangers here, and with 15 seconds left, with Boo putting a star into play, he won't manage to interrupt. At least that's something to write home about, and Durka almost did catch them off guard. There's two players lined up to take
look
it down.
at him.
Boo takes that moment, knowing there's only one on the site, that he's isolated, but he's won the fight. And now Trex and Durka. Trex, who's won so many clutch rounds for this team.
This team's too good, man. The team's individuals are way too good. They played off each other well. As soon as that recon goes in from Trex as well, he knows exactly where they're grouping up. Covers the right, Durka gets info on the left. Double swing together, like, holy, Trex all the time ready for the push behind.
Even with this aggression coming in from the side of Heretics, trying to take things
they play like these 2vx situations or like 3v2s, etc. They play them so well.
For his teammates, even getting the hit here, having Les not getting the kill, even getting him down, get him into this 2v3 situation. Heretics was playing it well. They were not taking unnecessary risks, and it was not until the spike was down after Trex baited it 8 times that things started to get moving.
Well, this is a fast-paced hit.
Yeah, and it's the Astral they've had for a while. And
not
again. Not again for Durka. No way. Trex just sent it. Trex sends it through a smoke, and he manages to get the kill.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, that should never be happening.
Weapons now, and the ones that are left, well, they are certainly weak. It's just the sheriffs.
Just strolled in. No, he really did. IQ Eco with the Prime, thank you so much. Appreciate the 5 months. Thank you for the Prime. Thank you, thank you. Mikko Snack as well with the Prime, thank you also. You think it's better right now, G2 or Vitality? Dude, I just honestly don't know. I think I would back G2 just because of the team play. But dude, I'm so impressed with Vitality. The individuals, like, this is how super teams should look. When we speak about super teams, like, this is what it should look like. The fact that even though it's any situation, they're all so talented that they should just be able to win rounds. And it should work better in this game than it does in CS. Just because there's so many reactive rounds, and if everyone's reacting well, I think we just got a little bit we got a little bit scared because of how the NRG team turned out.
You're not going to get the whole piece of the pie, let me tell you that. A site, again the target, a little less pacey this time. They're just waiting, setting up that utility. Ult in play, flash there, we can't see a thing. They've got
poor Durka, man. Durka's not having a great time, but his team is owning it for him, so.
Has caught him up in heaven. He was flying so high. But his own team's utility, well look, Vitality, you gotta give him props. They're trying to help out Heretics, trying to give him a round.
Yeah, no, they are. Dude, Durka does a lot of fast stamps.
Oh no,
yeah, they don't expect the...
Right into their back. This is a
Holy
huge problem.
Dude, they actually might 39.
Allowed to have his way with the backside straight into their spawn. A 10-0 start, and this is how you push to 11? Unless Rienz is gonna again have a clutch that we'll remember for many days to come at least.
Save.
And he's out of here. 11-0, and it comes off of that play. Site take, trade.
This is illegal. Dude, it's not even like they keep doing it against good teams. If they did against Foot, they're doing against Heretics. It's so insane.
I thought Les just jumped.
This team is so stacked.
We don't want 1.5 on the counter.
Didn't Save want to hype this up? Save?
Get the hype.
It's 11-0.
No. We saw what happened when they got the hype up last.
Oh.
Okay. We're on one fall now. Oh no. Oh, here we go. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, he tanked some damage.
Do we have a reaction
Yeah,
as well?
Wook kind of got the kill.
Different angles as well. What a beauty of a replay.
And we've seen, I mean, what was it, Shados, who had the same kind of trouble with an ultimate, that old timing. It has a wind up to it, and it's difficult to...
It happens. It's okay. It's still 11-0. You know.
To see him play it a little more.
Last round of this half, Mitch.
My goodness.
Have that, yeah.
That is point.
Dude, imagine he got hit by the drone again there.
But yeah, you have last round played out here. Could be second last round of the series as well. Heretics, they've put it all on the line. Of course they have. Every credit they've got put into this round. Tour de force in play for Woot. Shotgun to back it up. Guardian for Boo. There's weaknesses.
Yeah, it's another site here, but this time we got ult and backup Judge as well, and he's going to probably see 5v4 retake or 5v5 retake depending on this shot.
Durka's got a backup weapon, I'm sure. He's using the Outlaw for now.
Yeah, Durka's got an Outlaw, and absolutely everyone can get one shot apart from Woot.
Okay, yeah,
and Miniboo has no armor.
So early, he was in mid, just looking to tag someone down, make it easy in the late round. Maybe if they have light shields, which, you know.
Yeah, let's save it for next time.
Instead now, swap to the rifle.
Yeah, let's see what the retake's like. Boo has his ult. It's going to be a weird one. Does he want to... They love a 3-pass and back sight.
Heretics are ready.
Again, less on the same position as always. The rest just playing from within side. All of Heretics to try and take tower control.
It's a big problem. You know, it looked like Vitality were going to push all the way through, but Durka sitting in the corner.
Oh my god, kicks. Oh, okay. I was going to say lecture.
He needs to, because Heretics, they may just have found their way back in. It's
no sound cue for the Astra sack.
One round as a max is suboptimal.
Dude, that shock so nearly killed, by the way.
Needs to be found. It's half just now, and there's not a lot to try to stop them at this point. The Cosmic Divide keeping them separated.
Imagine it.
Too late.
Okay, they're on the board.
They're
on the board.
But have they got what it takes to fight all
Dude,
the way
Vitality is sick,
Listen,
man.
Mitch.
Holy. Wait. Really?
11 is all they get. You're a Heretics fan, 11 is all they get. Do not forget, at least elimination is not on the line, but they would have to play tomorrow a best of 5. Mitch, I do not want to think about Heretics in a best of 5, so let me take a couple of minutes.
They from being in the Fatino Club, that's true. That's all the It's so hard to hold a site against this comp, though. They got some nice XX. Different on a base. Honestly, they just look different. Looks like we got that. We got Vitality G2, which is one team in Americas and EMEA that just look a level above the others. What does the skull mean next to the name? It's just who's top fragging. Picking a base. Yeah, it can be rough because you're going to start on defense. You're right. But I don't know, with a chamber, you should have a pretty decent defense.
Welcome back, folks. It's time to get into half number 2 as, well, 11-1, quite a dominant scoreline. But when we get back into things,
hello Zace, how you doing, mate?
If Heretics can turn the tides of fortune and fight their way back into this game, one hell of a task in front of them, but being led.
This must make you feel a little bit better about your games.
They'll have a chance. So far, he's been leading from the crow's nest. It's been a tough game for him.
Boo is 111, just like the score.
The signs, yeah, there's
wow.
2 of them next to each other. They're awesome.
Okay, so he needs to not die, or this is going to
Pistols at the moment 2-1, obviously, with the score.
1-11, as you
1-0.
said, and it's time to kick off half number 2. Our barriers are up, and our players have not really moved. It's a nice slow play from Team Heretics, from that attack side. No one wants to be the one to make the first mistake, because in this situation, the first will be the last.
Yeah, and on Haven, we saw the aggression coming in from the defense when Vitality was on that side of the map. So probably Heretics is expecting the same thing. Ready, would trying to look to see if he spots anything on A.
Heretics pick this, yeah.
Like you play without
they tried to do the whole trap play card. I was talking about it on Plat Chat. I didn't think they would pick it. I thought maybe like a third map, or I honestly thought Vitality would pick it.
Be sailing against the storm for Team Heretics. Scanning ahead. Just got to approach this one step at a time.
If they were against any other team that maybe isn't G2 or like EDG, I would say it's doable. But this team is just too stacked. I'm not sure it's doable.
Guided salvo should give them the space.
Ooh, that's nice though.
And Rienz from the top of the rope, taking one, but Woot falls soon after. It's going to be a quick retake as well by Vitality. Spike hasn't gone down yet, and they're trying to get ahead of this, trying to make it awkward for those players on the side, and they have done.
Good luck, Benji. 8 bullets. Yeah, they insta-group. Pressure's there.
And we've seen this situation before.
Oh.
Kicks and less. 2v1. The Spike has to go down. All that utility, they're just going to go and hunt him.
Very, very nice. 12-1. 11 chances. Yeah, Vitality, man.
That's the last thing you want to see. Just one mistake for Heretics, and it's down to that lower bracket.
The teams at the moment for Masters Bangkok are crazy good. It's going to be a sick event. Even though I'm like slightly down on the Pacific teams, still going to be sick. Especially with the 2 weeks to prep.
Shit by for the next one. Yes, safe. You tell them
how they navigate this peril. If Vitality find just one round, one big play from Durka, from Safe, from hell, from Trex at this point, it's all over. That upper bracket run for Heretics, they'll have a bit more of a buffer between them. Their international event. Bangkok on the line. Oh, it's the TP from Miniboo.
Yeah,
I mean, cheeky play in this round.
Gotta send it, I guess.
Maybe they needed a risk to be taken, but the reward
gonna be it, because look at the HPs.
Is nowhere to be seen. Being run over.
Damn, dude, they 13-1'd them. Okay, Vitality, go into Masters.
Vitality, we're sending them overseas.
And what a performance!
Definitely the strongest team in the EMEA, and that is a statement match.
To make the